Okay, it is some Polish league now. We got Project Warszawa versus Belchatow. And yeah, I mean, I don't really know too many people on these teams, but this is like Kevin Tilley's team. Looks like he didn't play in this game, but I mean, it's still a very good team. They obviously beat Belchatow, who has Bartolomew, who I remember is like 7'3". Kuyunjic, probably a Polish dude. Esmaeilnezhad something. He's from Iran. He's a lefty right side, and Pavli. Uh, I wish I knew more about these guys, but yeah, Furley is the center. I know that. I don't know. All I know is that these are good Polish teams. It's playoffs. I don't know if it's for placement. I don't know if it's like semifinals or quarterfinals or what it might be. But Pavli, that's a big outside right there. Holy crap. That's a large human. Yeah, and then this is Bartolomew. Yeah. And then Warsaw is the team. Yeah, Warsaw is in white here. And I mean, the interesting thing is like the two outsides that are playing for Warsaw are starting over Kevin Tilley, who is an Olympic gold medalist. So, yeah, like I don't know. I feel like if they're beating him out, then they're probably pretty good, pretty dang talented. It's a good block move. And playing against a guy who's hitting the ball pretty high and hitting it hard, like I feel like this is all you can do is just reach high and hope that you can finish your block. But like right there, if he just like finishes his hands a little bit more on that block move, maybe he might get that. But you never know. You never know. Over top there. This is like the set overlap type of stuff right here, is where he just set this middle, and he goes along that route, and it like looks for a bit like it's gonna be set to him, and then that middle just gets faked out. Which against Bartolomew, wait, is Bartolomew? Yeah, against the middle of Bartolomew, the huge dude. He's still gonna be able to make some like standing moves that are pretty good still. So fair enough. But I mean, it still works because it still opens up that gap in between those blockers. But that also plays into spacing. And like this is what you should really be aiming to get your hitters a lot, because this is much easier to do than to get like a pure solo. Is just making that middle bite on this middle a little bit, and then he's just making a shuffle move instead, and then this is what the block looks like. It's just a fractured block instead of a solo block, and like that's gonna be much easier for you to find than like a pure solo where you fully get someone to jump. But like if my setter is getting me a fractured block every single time, I mean he's doing pretty well for himself. Nice swing, a little cross body action here. Good for him. Good. I mean, like going cross body like that, sometimes it's hard to. Also, dude, why not reach back on these? I play on a team currently where we're kind of against us reaching back like this, but dude, why not? Because who knows if that libero gets this ball, it might be a pancake or just a bad ball anyways. So you might as well just reach back and put it up there. I don't have a problem with people reaching back, but don't reach back and try to play the ball if it's gonna be a weird touch. Like only do that if you know that you can put it up in the air. Don't do it unless you're pretty confident that you'll be able to do something good with it. It was a good swing on the outside there. Chops it short. Dude's got some hip mobility on that pass there. I like it. Yeah, this block move is kind of slow. Like you just have to be explosive from that point. From that split step, you have to be explosive. And it just seemed like he was a little bit slow there. He's a big dude there, though. Like it's a lot of movement. It's a lot of weight that he's got to move. Esmaeilnezhad, big dude. Where's he from? I feel like I've seen him on volleyball before. He's a big dude. And he's just kind of waiting up in the air, and boom. And you saw that middle there fully sold out, which is fair enough. That happens sometimes. Like, sometimes you just say, screw it, I'm just going to go over there. Really nice swing here. The reason I think this is so impressive is because it takes a level of feel to get that ball to approach to a point where that ball's going to be right in front of his left shoulder, so that he can do that right there is really impressive to me. It's not easy at all. Because it has to cross his body and stuff too, and like, yeah, just getting that in front of his left shoulder is difficult. Because the jump is gonna feel weird. I kind of want to go back to it. And kind of assess that, but I'll look at it later. Let's see. Dude's getting kills though. That one though, I mean, yeah, this one just kind of stinks a little bit though. And you know, if they're setting from here, it's kind of tough sometimes to wait there and like expect the perfect set. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure. It just depends on who's setting it, I guess. You never know. I mean, some teams are really good out of system, some teams are really bad out of system, so I guess it depends on what team you're on for what you should be expecting. But like, yeah, look at this. And look at him for a second. He looks like a middle. At this point right now, he looks like a middle. He's got the same posture as him. He looks like a middle. He's ready to go. Loads into the left foot. And just bang, presses forward. Bang, gets the block. It's a really nice block right there. Really nice move. It's disciplined too. Like he's neutral. He's ready to go wherever. Esmaeilnezhad something. I can't remember what his name is. This is a big old lefty here. Yeah, I remember watching him when it was it Ankara versus Warszawa? Yeah, I think it was. And I mean, they played pretty well against them, that's for sure. Bang. And like, I love this because he's patient, he waits for that ball, and then just when he starts swinging, he goes hard. Like, watch him, when he starts swinging, he goes. You know, there's a big change of pace in his body language and his arm swing and stuff right there, because he's up there, and then when he starts to swing, everything about him just goes faster. Okay, the whole arm starts moving faster, his body starts moving faster, more just explosiveness, and that's just a huge part. Is I see a lot in some college games, is like people just aren't hitting the ball hard enough sometimes because they're just not accelerating at any point in time. It's just all one fluid motion, which like you want it to be fluid, but you want it to be fluid and then explosive at a certain point. Like fluid, so you're never slowing down, but you're always speeding up, And that's why it's important to be so patient on like an out of system ball. Like look at this right here. Okay, he's patient, he sees where the ball is, and then he goes. Like watch this right side, okay? He's patient. Sorry, watch him. He's patient, he sees where it is, and then explodes, go. Like look at how much faster. Like it's pure acceleration. He never slows down during that entire thing. It's only speeding up. Okay? And like it needs to be fluidly speeding up. It needs to be smoothly speeding up, as in never slowing down. Which like, I mean, I guess at this point where he's back here, right before he starts swinging, he's kind of like lining it up and bang. But I mean, most of the time you're not going to need to do that. If you're really in rhythm, if you're really on time, you probably won't have to wait in the air. Sometimes you will. You need to be prepared for it. Like sometimes you'll have to wait for it because you just mistime it by a split second. But like, I don't know, if you can be late to the ball and then just be explosive to it, it's going to be huge. Like timing is massive. And I mean, if you watch like the guys that are really, really good this like right now. Like, for example, let's just talk about Plotnitsky serving. Okay, Plotnitsky, nothing in his serve ever slows down. It's pure acceleration. Like, it's just purely flowing. Like, look at right here. He's up there and then he waits. He has to wait. Okay, that's gonna slow you down a little bit. Like, that's gonna make you slightly worse. Sometimes you're gonna have to do it. Like, if you do have to do it, make sure that when you start swinging, it's explosive as heck. But like, if you can get to a point where it's so fluid and you're so on time, like you have such a good feel for the timing of the set that you're getting, or your toss that you're doing on your serve, that you don't have to wait and it's just like all in rhythm and constantly going faster, constantly accelerating, bro, that's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really, really good for you. Really nice move here. Defense gets deep as heck. It's a big old split step, but he stays balanced here. Like, he's not really, I mean, I guess he's jumping one way, but he's still balanced when he lands. Yeah, and like a defensive split step is a lot different than a blocking split step, if that makes sense. You know, because you need to be, because a blocking split step is only two ways. It's only horizontal. But defense split step has to be like a full plant so that you can move anywhere instead of just here or here. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that makes sense to me, but maybe some other people don't. Doesn't make sense. Like, that's smooth right there. I think that's pretty smooth. I don't know. Bartolomei is a huge dude. I think he's like 7'3", something like that. Pretty large human. And then he's got a nice serve too. Like, he contacts it real high. Obviously, he missed that one. Thanks for missing it, Bartolomei. Right when I'm talking good about you. Come on, man. Nice. It's a good find. And like, again, I just want to remind you guys, if you're setting a ball that's kind of off the net and you're still trying to hit the middle, make sure it's in front of them. Look how he just tilts his body, gets his hands over there, gets it right in front of that middle. Okay. Because it's still on time. Like, it's still a good tempo. But like, since it's in front of him, he has the opportunity to swing. He has that option available to him, you know? Yeah. Just popping it high. That little barrel, he looks like an old dude. Good for him, though. White head check. I don't know who he is, but he seems old. I don't know. I like the swings that Esmaeilnezhad something is taking a lot, because he hasn't really brought it low ever. And again, like, acceleration too. Like, look at how he's literally standing there for a while, but then when he goes fast, boom, and then like, I feel like that's gonna help you make some decisions. You know, because you're gonna jump higher. 2, you might be up there before the blocker and just get a good opportunity. But like, I don't know. Good transition. And you know what? Why not? Why not look at this, okay? He takes a good swing, opens up his hips to the court, and at this point, he's pretty much turning and going, and then he hops back. And obviously, it was nice because the ball was pretty high, you know, but then he goes in there at a good angle, takes a good rip. Don't be scared because just because you just took one swing does not mean you have the excuse to go soft on another swing. Come on. Go hard twice, bro. Come on. Let's see this, man. Again. And like, this is the acceleration. Like, look at the change of pace. Look at the acceleration, man. Boom. Like, when he's going, man. Like, I feel like that's a huge difference in the levels of play. Like, high school, club, college, pro, is just their timing and like how hard people are going. Like if you're confused on the tempo that you're running with your setter, or you're hesitating because you don't know if it's going to be A good setter, not, you're not going to be able to trust and go as hard as possible and accelerate and just do a fluid going, But like at the pro levels, like the setters are putting up balls better, less stuff like this. And obviously this guy can get away with this. Okay, what's his name? Pavle. Pavle can get away with this because he's probably close to 7 feet tall and stuff. But like at a college level, you're not going to be able to hang up there most of the time. I did sometimes. But you're not going to be able to hang up there and just still go OT on somebody. Like if there's a missed time in a club game, a lot of times if you're still taking a swing, you're getting blocked. But at this level, I mean, if you're Pavle, who's almost 7 feet, it looks like, then you can kind of get away with it. But like if you're not as big as him, which 99% of volleyball players are not as big as him, then yeah, but like look at this right here. Like this is a really good example too, though. Like he's over here, he's waiting, and then off of this step right here, he just explodes, goes faster, boom. And I don't know, that's like a hard thing to teach. It's a hard thing to learn too. It's just like learning how to accelerate through your approach. But like I don't know, that not that many people really understand it. I don't know, like on the pipe it's super important. On any approach it's super important. I mean, blocking, I'd say it's probably important too, but yeah, just not slowing down is huge. It's a nice one. It's a really nice swing. Just through the blockers. And yeah, like that's gonna get covered up a lot. Or sorry, not covered up. That's gonna get opened up a lot. Like that gap between blockers on a pipe is usually going to be there because they're going to be going diagonal, but the angles are also going to be there because they're going to be blocking inside diagonal, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it forms a nice little triangle. Oh, hello. Wow. I don't know. I don't know if you can really teach this. That's a tough one. There's two huge middles. This guy's huge. Honestly, there's some really big guys in this game. These are some large humans. Why is there a gap right there? Does he take an extra step? Is that what's happening? Yeah, this should not... I mean, obviously that's not a huge gap, okay? But it is a gap. Obviously, it's big enough for a ball to go through there, so... Whose job is that to close that more? I don't even know who's... Yeah, I guess he kind of moves over further. But yeah. That's tough. And that's something that I do sometimes too, is I kind of just take a little extra step on accident. Yeah, like off of this step right here, it should just be pure acceleration, pure explosiveness. Explosivity, I guess you could say. I don't even know if that's a word. I'm obsessed with the explosiveness and acceleration in this video. Sorry, guys. Good choice, I'd say. He's got the black socks and everything, too. I don't know. Actually, a ton of these guys have black socks. Interesting. Good chop. Boom. Exactly why you go down that line if you're going off the hands, man. Even though that right side gets a pretty decent touch there, it's still just really hard for that dude to cover that. Yeah, like that's really tough. And you think about it too, the angle that he has to get the ball at too, it's really tough. He's going to have to bring that ball back at an acute angle, actually. Not even just 90 degrees, it's more than 90 degrees. He's got to bring it back so much. It's easy to just punch a ball straight forward because you're just going with the ball's momentum. But to fully reverse the ball's momentum, that's difficult to do, especially on defense. Let's see. Little tip in between the block there. Yeah, it's a nice one. I don't know. That should be a dunk that a lot of people kind of need to learn how to use. is just like throwing it in between those blockers right into the bucket. I don't know if everybody calls it the bucket. Some people call it the campfire. Some people call it something else. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. Communication, but also just getting your feet to the ball as a blocker. If you're not getting your feet to the ball as a blocker, you're opening up a ton of space for that dude to just swing where his momentum takes him, or just swing into space, you know. Bartolomeu, what a pass. Give it to him. Let the kid cook. Let's see this pass too. Really, don't be afraid of these as middles. Don't be afraid of these, please. Just take them. Learn how to pass them, okay? Good angle as well by him. But, like, if you're not able to take that yet, you should actually be training that. Like, genuinely, you should be learning how to do that. And this is, like, tracking the ball with your hands as a middle blocker is something that a lot of people need to learn, too. Like, look at how he just tracks the ball there. As the ball moves over, his arms move over. He blocks, and then he moves over with the ball. Boom. And dives into that ball. Dive wherever the ball's going. Okay? Because, I don't know. I mean, it's very rare that middles go... I mean, I guess. I'm trying to think. Sorry. Let me let this play out. Yeah, I don't know. I still like my my blocking tactic. Yeah, nobody should be scared of taking those because it just helps the back row outside out, and the libero too. Sometimes depends on who they're serving. Middles are cooking this game though. They're feeding the middles. The past few points, they're giving it to them, letting them cook. And now the overpass too. Come on. Be aggressive on overpasses, please, and thank you. Well, what's happening? That's a lot of movement. That's a lot of movement out here. Yeah, goodness. He's taking some interesting angles. Esmaeilnezhad. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Please don't attack me for not pronouncing it right. I don't know. Oh, hello. Getting your feet to the ball, it happens with passing too. If you don't get your feet to the ball too, you're just gonna be plopping on the floor hoping to pass it. Good choice. I love this. I love those, but I don't know. They're not as effective as I wish they were. You know, I feel like liberos read them pretty well actually. And like that's why as a defender, you should really be looking at people's body language so much. Like you shouldn't be tracking the ball as much as you are tracking the person. Like you're defending against the person, not the ball. The ball doesn't have a mind. The ball is at the will of the person. So try and watch the person and see what they're willing that ball to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I mean that's not easy to do. You got to train it. Everything that I tell you guys, you're going to have to train it. You're going to have to practice the things that I'm teaching you. Oh, don't cut out on me. Oh, this Wi-Fi. We're going to cook through. We're going to push through. We're going to keep pushing. Okay, hopefully this Wi-Fi doesn't crap on me right now, but we'll find out. Okay, I'm going to pause it for a second. Let's see if we can go back and see if we can let it keep cooking. All right. Let's see, okay. Float serve, hand pass, nice. Esmaeilnezhad. He's getting set right now. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Dang Wi-Fi. Ooh. Okay, let's see if it'll keep cooking. Good swing by Esmaeilnezhad. And then this guy's going back to serve. What is this, a serve spec? It's a small server. You know, but like, look at how small this guy is. You know, like you can't really expect him to be ripping a nice serve. But look at how far he tosses this ball into the court. Look at where he lands, okay? And it's a good serve. If you're a small guy, no matter who you are, I don't care. I don't care if you're small, I don't care if you're big. And if you're trying to rip a spin serve, you got to be tossing that ball into the court, man. You got to be tossing it into the court. Give yourself some opportunity. Hello. Ooh, who blocked it? The middle or the right side? Good for him. It's a good block. Really good press. Really good block there. And I don't know. I mean, like being patient as this middle here, I feel like that's also important too, because like that ball is gonna take a little while to travel to you and get to you. So you got to be. It's a slight difference in timing. You know, it's just a little bit slower. Hits the ceiling. Let's go. Let's see this one more time. Bang. Rips it. Big old cut. Oh, gosh, serves with a ton of cut are so hard to pass. Like right there. Like it just keeps going to the right. Ball's still alive. All right, let's see here. He really just attacks the floor here. He just stomps when he's jumping. I don't mind it. And they're just trying to keep the ball alive right there. Ah, dang. Take care of free balls, but he still bails them out. He bails them out with a really nice cross swing. That right there is why you need to learn how to press. You don't need to learn how to jump higher when you're blocking. Because if he would have pressed more, he's clamping the crap out of this. Most of the blocks most blocks you get are like here anyways, right? Like maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, but I assume that most of the blocks that you're probably getting are hitting you around here. Most of the blocks that you're getting are not hitting your hands, okay? So that means that you kind of have some room to spare, and that it's more about pressing over the net than it is getting as high as possible, because, I mean, you don't really want to be blocking here anyways. It's not going to do you any good. You know, you want to learn how to jump high, of course, so then you can press over the net more. But, like, pressing over the net is so much more important, bro. So much more important. Decent pass. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. And look at how he gets outside the court even more just because he's getting moved forward. And bang. Let's see. Out of bounds. See a ball. Rough. Bartholomew. That's such a tough serve, dude. That's such a weird serve. So unique. Righty topspin from here. Righty hybrid, actually. Is it? No, I think it's topspin. And it's coming from 11.5 feet in the air. Good angle by Esmaeilnezhad. Wow. Really nice angle. Probably one of the best angles I've seen from a D ball on a lefty by a lefty. You know, like Bentara might hit that angle sometimes, but from the back row, that's really important. That's really impressive. And this is why you still take an angle even if you see that person jump with you. Even if you see that person jump and like he's no longer a blocking option, still swing angle, because then they might soft block you by just putting their fingers over the net, and that's frustrating. Okay? Still, like, going for the kill does not mean going for the coolest looking swing. Even though sometimes it does look pretty cool. If it doesn't hit anybody, it looks pretty cool. Trust me. Yeah. No matter what, if you're hitting it straight into the floor without anybody touching it, it's still pretty cool. What'd they call? Yeah, they called him in the net. They're mad about it. I think he wanted the straight up kill. That's a good float. This is why, if you're floating, if you're trying to have an aggressive float, you still need to be able to reach high, because look at where he contacts this ball, and it's going straight downward pretty much. Almost. It's really tough for that guy to pass. Really tough for him to read. It's good contact, so it's moving. It's really good. Good high contact. Hello. Wow. But that right there, it hit him on the forearms. It didn't hit him on the fingertips, you know? Like if you're getting if people keep hitting you on the fingertips, okay, yes, you probably should be learning how to jump higher. Okay. But most of the time you're getting hit on the platform, and not the platform, you don't call it that. On just the arms and stuff like that. I guess it depends on where you're getting tooled from, or like how you're getting hit right now. Wow, what a dig. Just sit in there and get hit. Sit in there, get hit. Good for him. It's a good swing, too. He's coming at an angle. I want to see it. Oh, dang. That's a good run, though. Good swing, going through the gap. Gotta love it. Good old lefty serve here. All right, they're out of system. Wow, high, hard, deep clean there. That's for sure. Out of system again. Good reuse. And like when it gets to that blocker, they're on the way down almost. Well, yeah, they're pretty much on the way down. It's really good timing. Yeah, but if you're trying to recycle the ball, but you're swinging quick, I feel like that's not going to work out for you that well. I might have actually said the opposite sometime, but at least that's what I've learned recently. You want to hit that blocker for the reuse on the way down, or if you're tooling them, you want to hit them on the way down. No matter what, hit them on the way down. If you're like pinched and you need to use the block because you have no other options, then you gotta wait in the air and hit them on the way down. Good for him to throw his hands on this. Strong hands. It doesn't have to come out clean. Does not have to come out clean at all. Just got to throw it up there. Strong hands. Don't let it go through your hands. It's a nice serve. It's a nice serve. And look at how it moves. He moves over, and then he has to move over again, and then he has to move extra. Floats move, man. Floats move unpredictably. I forget the effect. I forget the physics thing that it's called, but pretty much like the air just like it makes like air pockets, I think, and it just like moves the ball around in weird ways. Some balls do it more, other balls don't. Yeah, that's nice. Nice angle. And this is why I like you guys taking your approach from pretty much on the line, just going straight forward, because then you're facing straight forward, and then if this gets taken away, then like you go cross body, that's easy money, and you can go pretty dang sharp with that cross body. You can go even sharper if you let your body keep going and turn, but like if it was the opposite, if it was mirrored and it was like he's taking a super hard angle, it's really hard for him to go further that way. Like there's nothing else you can do. Like I don't even know. Tip. Ooh, a little pancake by the middle. Don't mind that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If you're this guy, please don't do this. Please don't run in front of me. It freaks me out. I see you in the corner of my eye. It freaks me out a little bit. Freaks me out sometimes. I don't want to jump on anybody. Yeah, please don't do that to me. It's a nice serve, nice hybrid. And you know what I like about this? His toss right here peaks at about here. Okay? And let's watch the next one. He hybrids that one. And look at the toss. It's actually higher. It's actually even higher. And then he floats it. Okay? The toss can't give it away. Some people who do hybrids, their tosses are completely different, and that ruins the point. Okay? Because then I can just decide while you're surfing, but like if I have to wait and see it come off your hands, or just like wait longer and longer, that's when the hybrid actually really, really comes into play. Also, if you commit on a middle, when you land, please turn, get ready for these tips. This is this guy right here. This is him. This is this guy. That's Bartolomei, his job. He's so close to it. He's standing there. He lands. He needs to turn, get ready for those tips. You know, if I'm, let's say I'm recruiting, let's say I'm a college recruiter, okay? If I see a middle jumping, and every single time that he jumps on a middle and he's wrong, when he lands, he goes and covers for the tips every single time, bro, that kid's disciplined. I want him on my team. I like him. Great choice, by the way. He's approaching from in here. He's faced that way anyways. Go for the hand. Go for the hand. Hit it as hard as possible. Usually it'll work out. Honestly, it obviously didn't work out there, but it was still pretty nice. Ooh, I think he's over. Out of bounds. We got 12-9. Reverse float. But, like, this is what I'm talking about. Is if, like, that's a nice serve, and then this is when this guy has to decide, oh, shoot, it's a float. And then he has to adjust to it. But then it's right on his hands, so try and get it on his platform. Gosh, that's a nice swing. Wow. Wow, that's a nice swing, man. Good for these guys. Whoa. We're getting some nice swings out here, man. Holy crap. Jeez, Bartholomew. It's a large human doing large human stuff right there. Okay. Oh, shoot. Speaking of large human stuff, I gotta charge my computer, I think. It's a nice serve, though. Right on that line, man. Taking that angle. If he can serve that angle there, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough stuff right there. Gotta love it. Let's see. Woo. This guy. Nice block. Okay. This is it right here. This is the approach, man. This is the approach. Out of system. Ball gets put tight, which is what I want, personally, at least. Gets his feet there. Look how he gets his feet there. He has to do some weird footwork. He has to pretty much just run there, get his feet right to that ball. He jumps straight up. Look at how he presses. Hitched arm, lets that ball get low, tries to swipe, and it works out. And, like, because he pushes, like, it's not just like a pure swipe. It's not just purely horizontal. It's push into the block, then swipe. Then that ball ends up being on his side because he pushes this guy's arms back. And then nobody covers it. Nobody takes care of it. Bang. Textbook, man. Textbook. Got to get your feet to that ball. Beautiful. Textbook joust. That's my favorite thing right there. I absolutely love doing those. And again, he does the same thing right here. Gets his feet to that ball, and then he lets that ball drop low, and then presses into the block there. And he actually, I think he just hits the hands there. He might have just missed the ball a little bit. But again, he he knows he has way more power if instead of up here, he's down here, pressing. Okay? Come on, man. It's just logic. It's just logic. Oh, yeah. Puts it up there for him. Nice. Oh, nope. Okay. Okay. Come on. Sorry that it's cutting out a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. I can't control the Wi-Fi. Oh, my gosh. Okay. We're back. We're back. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're good. Ooh. Again, if you're trying to, like, chip off the block type of thing, if you really want to up your odds of doing that, wait in the air, hit them on the way down. If they're on their way down, they can't press as much, they can't cover as much space. Okay? They're just going to be way more in danger, let's say. Oh, nice. Because, like, yeah, like, then if you want to take it down the line, it's just a straight swing straight ahead of you. Bang. Bam. Wha-bam. And if that ball dies inside, it's not like extreme or anything like that, you know. Like you're not at extreme disadvantage. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm biased. Who knows? But that's just what I've learned, at least. Float serve. perfect pass. Love it. Hello. Also, tipping on the middle. It's always a pretty good option. You just can't give it away super early, because some middles can actually see that. But some middles won't even notice that at all. They'll just be terrible. They're just not good at defense sometimes. Which is funny, because middles, I think, at least the middles that I've talked to, every chance that they like serve and then go play defense, they'd love it, man. They want to get a dig so bad. But like, maybe that's part of it too. Again, if you're trying to dump it, I feel like that is a really good dump to learn how to do, is to get it up here, contact it high, and aim for like right here in the court. Beautiful. Because even if he's up, if he's covering, like going for this spot, yeah, that looks cool sometimes, and it'll probably be good against the defense. But like if he's up there and you throw it right here, nobody's getting that, and he's not blocking that. Okay, it's like a sharp cross swing. It's like a sharp cross swing on the outside. You know, like it's the same principle. You know, it's really hard for them to take angle away. Who is this guy? I love it. I'm loving these swings right now. Tobias. Let's see, man. Oh, bad pass. Gets it high. All right, let's see what happens here. Whoa, defense. Defense by the middle, don't mind it. Or maybe it's a serving sub, I'm not sure, I can't remember. Oh, hello. Pressing over the net. Good stuff. It's a nice little split step there. Just drops into it, boom. Bang. You know, I think actually it really is kind of like a misconception about the split step, is like it's a true hop, but it's really just a drop. You know, like you're not really jumping up and then landing. It's you're lifting your feet up so that you have this much time in the air to decide which foot is going to land first. You know? Gosh, this dude is just blasting across. Wow. It's the same guy, right? Yeah, Tobias. Wow. Good for him, man. Really good swings. Take some notes, kids. Take some notes. Watch that guy's swings again if you need to. Good block move. I don't mind that block move whatsoever. Just goes through the hands. I don't know. If you're not making a habit of going super wide on your block, and it goes through sometimes, you can't really be too mad. It's a nice swinger like that. Weber. Who is that? Is he a German? Tobias. Who is he and where is he from? Maybe I'll check that out another time. Interesting. But yeah, like, I mean, the amount of time that they have or can spend fully pressed over the net is not that high. You know, so like even just waiting a little bit just gives you your opportunity to tool someone just a little bit extra oomph, a little bit of extra power. Nice swing. Bam. All right, let's see here. Hybrid. Decent pass. Let's see. We're getting broken up here by the Wi-Fi. We'll push through, though. We only got a few more points. Stick with me, fools. Ooh. Little dunk action by the middle, isn't it? Is this right side or middle? Yeah, right side, right side. Comes over. Always ready to go up and do something. Always ready to go up and jump and take a swing. Goes up there, gets the kill because of it. Good for him. Looks like he's a young gun. You know, honestly, like if you get anything near the net, near the net, up at the height where you would swing at, dude, go get it. Go get it. I don't care if it's the first touch, second touch, third touch. Go get it, bro. Go take a rip. This guy gets an ace. No way, did he get another ace? Oh my gosh. 2 aces in a row, same seam. If you can hit the same seam twice, you're going to have a great life. Nice. Good for him. What a game. What a reaction by him. Good game. Thanks for watching, guys.